Okay. Hi, everybody. We are live. Oh, we lost you, Celine. Oh, there we go. We got you back. With my client, Celine, we were just talking about her 100-pound weight loss journey over on Instagram, but now we're popping over here on Facebook so that you guys don't miss out on Celine's incredible story. But right before we came on here, she was starting to talk about and explore some other things. So before we jump in, if you guys are watching live, type live. And if you're watching the replay, type replay. And if you don't know me, my name is Coach Rose Peterson. I forgot to do this intro on Instagram, but that's okay. My name is Coach Rose Peterson. I'm founder of RP Fitness and Nutrition, and I help women over 35 lose the weight, holding them back from leveling up in all things life, love, and business. Today, I invited my client, Celine, to talk about her experience with coaching with me, but not just with coaching with me, but she's got some real good words of wisdom about losing over 100 pounds, some things that have worked for her and haven't worked, and then also her experience of what it's been like coaching with me. Okay, so I know you can't see the comments, but we've got some people saying hello. Hi, ladies, keep rocking it. Somebody else saying, I'm jumping in and out, but I love this. Well, good. So listen in because Celine's got a lot to say. Okay, so Celine, I'm going to pick up my questions again just so I have them in front of me. But remind everyone here to let everybody know, in January is when you hired me. So what made you decide to reach out to me this year?
I was desperate. I was confused what diet I'm gonna go into again because I've been through so many diets. Uh, I can't even count how many, but tell me what was out there. I did that. Yes, I lost weight, but it's not sustainable. So but since I was desperate during that time, I was like, "Ugh, anything. I just want to lose all this weight." And I think when we did that interview, it was in December.
No, it was early January. You and I were
What?
both on yeah, it was. It was early January. We were both on a podcast and we were talking about healthy
Wellness.
living.
Yes. So
Yes.
it was like,
Oh, we lost you for a second. I don't know if your camera switched. There we go.
yeah, it was a blessing that, and I always believe in there's always a reason for things to happen. And I think that was a sign. Go hire Coach Rose. Get her on your team.
Yeah, and I remember. So before we went live, we talked about a little bit about a previous coach that you were with. Um, was that the one that you said was working with intuitive eating, or was that somebody else?
No, I had that. Yeah,
Okay.
that coach. Yeah.
So you were saying you tried something new, which was a coach that was based on teaching their clients intuitive eating, which we talked about that's in theory, that's actually a good practice, right? Listening to your hunger cues and getting in tune with what your body needs. And also, there's a big deep deprivation diets can do the opposite, right? So a lot of people it's attractive to learn intuitive eating. But like we talked about beforehand, is that intuitive eating is not very intuitive, actually, because we have stress in our lives, we have environments that we deal with, and sometimes it's really hard to navigate these different situations or just without support or without the right information. So you're saying that while you were with this coach, what happened in that year?
Well, I gained. Again, I'm not blaming. I'm not blaming
Right.
her or whatever. But I gained like 25 or 35 pounds because of listening to my body, which, or yeah, like listening to my hunger cues. And that's been my problem since before. So if I listen to my hunger cues and to listen to what my mind is saying, like what I want to eat, I'm really gonna gain weight. I'm really gonna gain weight. So I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think so. Or maybe it's where you're really more matured with your relationship with food, your body, your everything. I,
Mhm.
I wasn't ready for that. That didn't work for me.
Yeah, so I do teach intuitive eating. I teach it as a tool for you to use, because, and we've talked about this before, like we shouldn't always be in a fat loss phase. There's when I work with a client who has a goal of weight loss, it's
You froze.
okay. We're back. Sorry, my internet went out, but I got you back now. I
Okay.
wonder if it's this weather doing it with the internet. Um, I do teach intuitive eating, and we do fat loss in phases because I think it's important that we shouldn't always be in a fat loss phase to kind of recharge our metabolisms. But like I said, intuitive eating is not always intuitive. And what I like to teach my clients is to create a healthy lifestyle for themselves, but at the same time, um, being mindful of what their goals are. And so when you hired me, one of the things that you said was that you wanted to lose weight, but that you didn't want to feel deprived and you still wanted to eat out with your family because that was like a big, you guys enjoy eating out and these are family times. And so during this last year working together, you have been able to still lose weight and not feel deprived. Is that correct?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. So when in the beginning of this call, you said that when you hired me, you felt desperate and confused. Um, why share with me a little bit more, like why did you feel confused and why were you feeling desperate?
Desperate because at my age, I'm again, like, as they say, the older you get, it's harder to lose weight. And for me, it's not only that. It's like all the diets I've done in the past. I mean, it's like I'm sick of it. I wanted
Yeah.
something that I can do for life. Like it can be a lifestyle, where you can eat whatever you want. Like you're free to look at the menu, you're free to order and not modify so much. Like my husband would be so annoyed because I would say, okay, I'm exaggerating, but let's say give me cheeseburger, put the cheese on the side, put the take the bun out, put the this, take out the mayonnaise. So he's going like, so why are we eating out if you're just gonna change the way the chef made that burger? That's why we're here. They're famous for their burger.
Yeah.
So since January, believe me, the only thing I would modify, if ever, was always light on the sauce, not change the way they cook the sauce.
Hmm.
Like take out the butter, take this. No, cook it, but give me on the side or lighter.
Yeah. So what you're saying that is before when you had a dieting mentality or tried different types of diets that were you had to restrict, um, it was harder for you. It was driving your husband crazy. But then when you started coaching with me, you just learned how to make simple lifestyle tweaks and changes so that you could still enjoy the things that you loved at the restaurant and but also be in alignment with your goal of losing weight.
Yes.
I love that. And that's exactly what you wanted when you hired me, as you said, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to feel deprived. And we've done that together over this last year, which is awesome.
Mhm.
Um, what were some challenges you had before you hired me to lose the weight?
Well, the challenge was okay, I think when you want to achieve something, and we're talking about losing weight here, you have to have a support team, and a coach. A coach that's knowledgeable with what you want to achieve. And me, to achieve that time until now is to lose weight and maintain it. Some wanna be rich, some wanna, I don't know, but for me, it was losing weight.
Yeah.
Because again, losing weight, domino effect, I feel more confident. I can dress up easily, I can breathe, I can move, all that. So for me, knowing that I have you in my team and we connected, it was like the best thing.
That is so awesome. I love hearing you say, and like um, earlier when we talked on Instagram, you said that you had created a support team for yourself of friends, but you decided that in which you guys would support each other with healthy living. But you knew you needed more. Like you needed somebody that was an expert in nutrition, but that was not in your friends and family circle. So tell me why you decided you needed someone that was outside of your friends and family team.
Because sometimes there's still, even though how close you are, there are some things you don't want to tell them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
it's like, ugh. And with you, I don't care. I tell you everything. I tell you everything. Like when I'm so happy, like little things with the weight loss, or like I ate this and I didn't gain weight, or anything. I feel like I can share it with you. The happy days, the bad days, anything, and that's for me the biggest support.
So basically, you're saying like working with me, you didn't feel like I would judge you or judge your
Correct.
choices, and you
Correct.
felt very open. Which I love that you say that because I do take that approach with my clients that I always never want them to feel like I'm judging their choices because I never am. I'm never judging their choices, and that they should be able to talk with me so that what do I say? Like I say to them, if you're struggling, you should run to me instead of away from me. I always say that
Yes.
because to help you navigate what's happening, or also to be your biggest cheerleader. So um, I'm glad that you brought that up because there are some coaches, and some of them are personal trainers that sometimes they say they just don't get why their clients aren't listening to them. Like I tell them what to do, they don't get it, or I say they should eat this way, they don't eat this way. And so I come from a different point of view that you should be compassionate with your clients, and that if you're open and non-judgmental, you'll be able to help them more than to say like, I don't know why they can't figure this out. Which there's a lot of coaches like that. Um, so what have you achieved this last year working with me? So what are some awesome things that you can celebrate from this last year?
Well, that I reached my goal. I've been maintaining, um and I feel like it's really something I can do for the rest of my life. I can't see myself, if I've been living like this for 11 months and this is how I'm going to live for the rest of my life. I'm happy.
Oh, that's awesome. I love hearing that. So, um, my coaching and the things that I've taught you, you're saying this is the lifestyle you want to lead. You don't want to be trying different crash diets like you did before that didn't help you.
I don't see myself gaining again. Not like before. Whenever I'm on a diet, I'm like, holy shit, if I get out of this, oh my god, I know already I'm gonna gain weight, you know.
Mhm.
But this is no, it's different this time.
I love that you mentioned that because I've had a few people ask me about different types of fast weight loss programs and my opinion on them. And I always say that, like, yeah, you could try that. That's totally your choice. But if you, one, uh, do you see yourself eating that way the rest of your life? And two, if you lose it fast, there's a high likelihood that you're going to gain it back fast too. But I know sometimes we're in a our society, we're in like a we want everything now society, so they want that quick fix. So what would you say to someone who is thinking about coaching with me, um, or maybe thinking about trying these other quick fat loss programs?
You have to no, first of all, I really highly recommend your coaching to people. I know there's always like, this might not work or it's too expensive or whatever. I mean, this is your only life. We only get one chance to live. I mean, I think it's priceless to be able to live happy, free, and free from like the food problems that we have, the body images problems that we have about it, like all those bad thoughts about diet, food, our body, and all that. If you can get out of that and be free of that, I will pay any amount, you know?
Yeah,
And oh my God, I feel so free, honestly.
I love that. And for anybody who didn't catch our Instagram live, one of the things that you mentioned was that coaching with me included mindset work, which other
Yeah.
programs did not. And
Yes.
so do you feel like that's been really helpful for you working with me, correct?
Yes, very
Yeah.
much.
Because I totally believe that change does begin from the inside out and it begins with the mind. So that's something that we've been doing inside Fit and Confident Academy as well. That started, so we've been coaching one-on-one since January, and then we did the group 3 months ago. And that's just been like an added bonus. And would you say that has elevated your experience having the group as well?
Yes, because like in the group, like even though let's say someone joins that's shy or doesn't want to talk, it's okay. You don't have to talk. A lot of people want to talk there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll learn. For sure they will learn something or something will click. Something will click that they already read or they already heard, but this time around it like just ding. It's like,
Exactly.
oh, okay, so that's what they were talking about.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you say that even if you've heard it before, maybe this is the time where it's actually going to click and actually going to make a difference for you, because it's not just you listening to it or you just experiencing. You realize that other people are experiencing the same struggle you are, or a very similar struggle to you. And if this certain small change that they're making is working for them, it's going to work for you too. And so it'll give you ideas to make changes.
For sure. Definitely.
Well, thank you so much, Celine. I am
You're
super
welcome.
happy that you are my client and you're in my life, and that I feel like we were saying on the other live that you said you feel like all I want is nothing from the best for my clients, which is so true. Anyone who hires me and we develop a coaching relationship, which you mentioned that as well, is that it's not just a program you sign up. It is a relationship where someone is there to communicate with you frequently, to support you, and um, unconditional positive regard, right? So that's always what I hope for my clients. So do you have any last things to say to anyone who's watching before we say bye?
If you're watching, go call Rose. Get her on your team. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. You're gonna be so happy. And you know what? It's the best Christmas gift you can give yourself for 2023.
Oh, well, thank
That's
you.
a gift for 2022, but you'll reap it out in 2023.
Exactly. Thank you so much for that. And you've been an amazing client. Thank you for
You.
sharing your story. And I wanted you to come on because I wanted people to see what's possible. And I think that your story is very similar to a lot of people that I've helped, where they've lost weight, gained it back, lost weight again. And sometimes going through that roller coaster makes you not want to try again, right?
And Rose, at my age, at 55.
Yes.
It's hard because everyone said, "Oh my God, it's so harder when you're over 50, whatever." It is harder, but it's not impossible.
Exactly. I love that you said that. That's a great final message, that it is harder but not impossible. And you asked me like how old the people are in our group at Fit and Confident Academy. We do have quite a few ladies in there that are 55 and over, and I've also helped clients as old as 70 years old lose weight too. So it is not impossible. Just like Celine says, it's never too late to make a change. So if you're thinking about coaching, drop a comment below and say more info. I'll reach out to you. And there's always if there's a change that you want, you can get it. You can go after it. It's never too late. So thank you so much, Celine, for coming in. And I will see you later tonight during coaching. And everybody else who's watching, thank you for watching, and thank you for watching the
Thank you.
replay. Have a great day. Bye
Bye.
bye.